Hello, Annyeong recco. It's here. Annie is back officially after 2 months. I didn't post any videos and I think you waited for a long time for that. So I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna make it up by posting new videos. I will try my best. But today's video is a little different. Like you can see that right now I'm doing a screen recording and I don't do video easily like that way. So what's new today? Today's video is a little different. Like I'm going to do reaction video obviously, but in a different way. I'm going to give a reaction by reading those funny stories you shared with us in this video. In this way, like you're just gonna listen to my voice and gonna imagine that how my reaction is going to be. That's it, nothing more than that. So yeah, it's going to be a different kind of reaction video, but I hope you like it. So let's get it. Let's read your stories that you shared with us. Oh, that's my channel. Okay, so but you did a lot of comments. Like I am totally shocked. Like 3 weeks ago I did this community post and you guys gave me a huge reaction, like 213 comments. Like OMG, I don't know how I'm going to read all of this, and you know that's not possible. I don't want to waste any more time. Let's get it. So our first story is from Rap Monsters Glasses. Oh, that's a unique name. Hi, Rap Monsters Glasses. So her story is, it's an incident that happened when I was in class 6. Okay, for the secondary classes, we were transferred to a new building in our campus. After 4 classes, we had our break period. I went to washroom and while returning, by mistakenly, I entered into another section of our class. I didn't even realize it until and unless I saw someone sitting on the second bench for 2 minutes. I thought that I clearly remember I was sitting on the second bench, and that's when the reality hit me. The class teacher, including the students, started laughing, and I was so embarrassed that I almost cried. Oh no, why are we gonna cry? Like this story also happened with me. Once I went to class, obviously I couldn't find my class, and I went to different classes and was searching for my classes, and I literally wasted my 15 minutes of classes by searching only my classes. Okay, so that was in my childhood. Like I was really kid back then. Okay, so the next story is Kishore Kannan. My most embarrassing moment is when we need to stay at school for extra time for dance practice. We were really confused of choosing room for practice, so finally we chose one room and started changing our dress. First, suddenly a boys group come inside. They were really shocked. They ran out of our room, but there is one boy still stood in shock looking at she she throws a dress near her, and he came to realize what he was doing and ran from our room. But next day morning, when I go to school again, I really felt awkward to see the boy who is at that incident talking to my crush. Things you can guess my feelings. Everyone was silently smiling. This was really embarrassing. Next story is, it's from Myra. So she's saying that we were playing out of the classroom one time at school, and while running, I slipped and fell. I saw the other students looking at me, and I even scratched my bum. Oh, it's sad. Also embarrassing. So the next story is, I want to read this one. Somasri Banerjee. She is Somasri from Kolkata. Okay. I actually fear butterflies a lot, and they are present everywhere. Here I was in my maths tuition in class 6. A butterfly entered our coaching, and I was giving a revision test. The butterfly started flying, and when it approached towards me, a boy was sitting next to me. I suddenly saw it and what the crap? And jumped in his lap without realizing. I saw him blushing, and people was like, "What the fuck?" And they told me my mom, my wife. What did she say? I don't know. Let's skip that part. They told my and they were like, I felt so embarrassed that day. I jumped off and dashed into the restroom. The rumor spread for 1 to 2 weeks that I was in love with that boy, but you know the truth. So our next story is from Aris Fatima. So she's saying, I was in my cousin's wedding and that was really a great wedding, and I just slipped and fell in front of everyone and cameras was on me. At the time I just didn't react and just smile and love to normalize the situation, but I know this isn't that simple because I know after that they were all laughing at me and they have the video. This is the most recent, and I'm 22 years adult. Oh my gosh, she's on me, and my crush was on that wedding. And also a toxic type of relative. They had the chance to laugh at me. I don't know why this happens to me always. Does this happen again after you turn 22 years old? OMG. So let's move on to the next story. So this is from a Bangladeshi girl, Bangladeshi mom Runa. Okay. So she's saying, when I was going to school, I want some snacks, so I went to the shop. When I went, I cannot find water bottle. So I asked the uncle. He was carrying vegetables. So when I asked, he said it was down there in the freeze. I cannot hear him. I thought that he wants me to keep the vegetable in the freeze. So when I was going to take the veggie, that time that I got embarrassed. This literally happens with me every day, but with my mom, obviously, not with others. Okay, so the next story is from Aris Fatima. I guess I just read her from her. Yeah, that only Aris Fatima. So she's again saying that once when I was 12 years old, I tripped from stairs in front of my father, and he got worried and nearly catched me. But after that, he laughed a lot and made me embarrassed. Okay, I can feel that this only Aris Fatima is actually a clumsy girl like our RMC. Maybe. Okay, so let's see the next stories from Puffy Berry. Okay, so OMG, she have really a lot of stories for us to make love. So let's see what her stories. So she's saying, there are so many incidents that happen, but I can't write all of them. But you have already wrote maybe 4 stories. Okay, thank you for that, obviously. So the number 1 story is it happened when I was in 5th standard, and it was our sports day. Our teacher told us to stand in an order like first A section and behind them B section. The rule was first A section students will race, and then the B section students. I was in the B section. Then top 10 students of both sections will race, and only 3 students will be winner. And they were like all the teachers and students of the school watching our race. I was really nervous, and as the race started of A section, I forgot it was for A section students, and I started running with them. And then when I realized that all my class is laughing, whereas class students were laughing on me, I was really embarrassed at that time. Okay, the next story, second story is from her. It was our assembly time, and that time I was in 3rd standard. I was already late for my assembly, so I started running. I was almost there when I slipped and fell on the ground. All the teachers and students were looking at me. Some of them were laughing. Okay, so the third story is, it happened in my old school when I was new there. I didn't know the names of our teacher, and once I accidentally called my English teacher with our math teacher name. And teachers, there were a lot of students who called their teacher like saying, "Hey mom," "Hey dad," Like this happened with us a lot. So by reading your this one story, I got reminded of my those embarrassment stories. Okay, so and the next story is it happened recently when me and my friends were at a cafe at that day I decided to order a transparent top. It was not that transparent. My bra was barely showing and the weather was all sunny. So I decided to wear it, but suddenly it started raining when we came out of the cafe. My bra was clearly visible and there were so much people there and they all have that what the fuck look on their face. They when they saw me, but luckily my friend had an extra jacket, so she gave that to me, and it's that's it. I can't write anymore. My fingers are hurting. I really want to know which country are you from. Like I feel like first that we're from Bangladesh, but right now I'm not sure. But it's okay. Sometimes happen these things. Let's forget it and get move on from these things. Okay. So I think this two are going to be my last. This one is going to be my last story. So for now, I'm going to make it the last story. But if I get like a huge response from you guys, like at least if I get 70 comments from you guys, then yeah, maybe second part is also coming on the way. Okay, so and please don't forget to share this video with your friends if you feel like yeah I loved a lot by reading the stories. Then yeah. Okay, so the next story is from Shishma Chavan. She's saying, once me and my friends were traveling through the local bus. The bus was full, so we had to stand till the whole ride. It was unusual for us. And suddenly the driver stopped bus as someone was in front of it and boom! I can see what is coming. So I fell down on my and everyone was looking at me holding them. And the worst part was my friends were laughing so hard on me. That was hella embarrassing. Still, if I remember that, I always think I should not have left the transfer support handle. That's it. Okay, so yeah, this was it for today, and I hope you had a great time while listening to their stories. And yeah, let's hope to see you again. 안녕, recco. Let's see you on next video. Bye bye.